Are you looking for moments like this?
Hello, ALS. Noai, how are you? How are you, Noai? Guess what? Your latest post, girl, I was so mad. I was so mad, and I said to myself, "Wow, African, why are we so?" You see, I'm still upset, and you know me, I don't get upset. I don't get upset very often, you know. But things like wedding photos, that's for a lifetime memories. You just delete it. Were you invited to eat? Because you did not eat, so you go ahead and delete it. I'm like, what? And then he claimed to be Christian. I'm Christian. I'm Catholic. I believe in God. The whole mambo jumbo. I was so mad. And because I was so stressed out, I had a terrible 2 weeks at work. We have audit going on, and they can even shut down the hospital if they find that, you know, there are so many discrepancies. And because my department is what they call, I'm digressing, sorry, performance improvement. And we are only 6 in this for the entire huge hospital. I'm telling you. So I was mad. That's it. You're laughing. Hey, The List by Janet. Hello. The List by Janet. Welcome, sister. Aya is here today. Okay, Aya ECS, we are here to live. Joy Ada, welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Okay, let's jump right into this topic. You all are appreciated, and thank you for coming. Yes, I was MIA because I was tired. Don't forget, your sister is growing old. Crystal, welcome, 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 Crystal. So I decided, you know what? When this little hold me telling me you're tired, there is no need to push. So yeah, Tamsak, thank you for the Tamsak. Okay, so I have a question. We all love to travel, but due to the pandemic, you miss me? Okay, thank you. I'm here today. Due to the pandemic, I, for one, decided not. Yes, I always go. But Janet, for the past 2 years, I've been going. Hey, faithful bless, welcome. I've been going without non-stop. And you know, normally this is me. Every month, I will take 2 or 3 days vacation and travel. But since the pandemic, I haven't done it. I only work 10 hours a day. I have a regular job. Then I have a side job for teaching. The teaching, you guys going to tell me, okay, but it's just teaching. Boy. My teaching job, I work on it more than my regular job that provide for everything. I'm telling you. The teaching job, they gave you everything, and you are sitting in front of a computer for 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Hey, the God of faithfulness, welcome, sister. And you talk for 2 hours, Monday through Friday. Of course, everything is electronic, and then everything, even the homework, you just give them the link and they go and do the job. Once they finish their homework, the only thing you do, you click on the link, it's already corrected. Yes, you don't sit down and pick up a pen or a pencil like the old days and check paper. No, there are programs that does it. Hello, Gloria, welcome. The only thing I do is to say, okay, Gloria score 99.9 99.9, and then you put it in front of Gloria name. That's it. But the fact that you go to work, and then I had to set alarm to remember something lately, and I'm in my 40s. Yes, because you know what? Everything decreased once you eat 35. That's the things that people don't remember, because you are on top of the mountain and you start coming down. So that's why you forgot. If you come to my apartment, you're going to laugh. I have sticky notes. Even to call people in Africa, I have sticky notes. So you are not the only one, okay? So get back to the topic. It's very, very interesting. I did not write it, okay? It's from a lady called Adele Chapin, and she's from Smarter Travel. And she said, what happened if you text positive while on vacation? So now you know your problem. Yes. After you hit 35, you're coming down, and then you start forgetting everything. So you say, what happened? Can someone please give me back to my 20? You cannot rewound the clock back. Once it's gone, it's gone. I'm sorry. Christiana Flourishing, welcome. Janet says she wants to be in her 20s. Janet, once you eat and everything is coming down, even the boob, it became so saggy. Yeah. Let us laugh, girls. Okay. Guess what? Last week, I was feeling so bad. Everywhere were aching. And I wake up and I had a hot shower and I was getting dressed and I look into the mirror and I was like, thank God I'm not married. Because if I were married, my husband will start cheating on me because everything became so saggy. Everything was going down like a papaya. I'm telling you, I burst into laughing. I laughed so hard. And he's going to say, this lady, this is not the lady that I married. It's something else. I look at myself and I'm like, oh girl, yeah, and I start to laugh. Yeah, because everything became saggy. The boob, the stomach, everything. Even if I try to, I'm telling you. And I burst into laughing. I laugh at myself so hard, you could not believe it. So Janet, welcome to the club, okay? That's it. So, get back to the topic once for all. You guys remember nowadays when you travel, you go even in your home country, your homeland, they're going to try to test you. And then, Janet, yeah, even though 1 kilo has become an issue, yeah. The metabolism slow down. There are nurses on this platform. They can tell you what I'm telling you. I'm not a nurse, but I do research and I read a lot. And I know all of this, and I look at myself and I'm like, no, you ain't there yet. That's it. Hey, Katie Godo, welcome, my girl. You were kicking this dance. I laughed so hard before I went to bed yesterday when I saw you going. I'm like, I'm like a Katie. She's gonna kill me. This one. You were into this dance, victory dance, okay? Welcome. So they will try to test you. So have you thought about this? If you're on vacay and when people test you and when this test come back positive, and then especially if you are in a hotel, okay, no, I say with all the delicious food, yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult for you to lose one kilo, okay? And especially if you are in a hotel, and then they ask you to quarantine, have you thought about it? That there are some hotels that they will furnish everything and you don't have to pay. So there is a rip-off going on when you travel nowadays. So he said, and there are people that are writing about it and they are complaining. So the guy said that, he went to in South America because I don't want nobody to come after me. I'm not giving the name of the country, but it's one of my favorite places. They went there and the guy is a YouTube blogger. So he's going to blog about it and he's going to try to draw attention to the issue that is going on now. Why, Chinwe, welcome. So they went for 10 days vacation. The 10-day vacation turned out to be 21 days, and it was a couple. One of them tested positive because once you enter a new country, even though you have everything, they're going to test you. They test and it became positive. So they asked them to quarantine. Now they go ahead and quarantine. Even though they were asymptomatic, they were not sick, but because the test came positive, they had to do the quarantine. They couldn't even enjoy their vacation. So they had to sit in a hotel room and get bored. But when you sit in a hotel room, the hotel, when they have to bring you the food, they don't clean your room because they tell the staff that, let's say, room number 9 is they tested positive. So the room is not clean. You can't come out. You can't do anything. They come with the food. They leave in front of the door and then they knock. By the time you go open the door, the people have disappeared. So this is the life. And then the hotel decided to charge them, guess what? $1,000 a day. So if they charge you, Faye Hugo, welcome. If they charge you 1,000 a day and you have to quarantine for 14 days, do the math. Do the math. So this is plenty money that you did not have. So you're going to charge your credit card. So the guy said, we just have to sit there and be bored. Sometimes it took hours for meal to be delivered. The room were not clean. The television stopped working. So you stay in the room, you cannot do anything, and you get bored. You can't come back to your home country. Okay? So this is what is going on. So if you go somewhere, so there is another YouTuber who was saying that, you know, I didn't expect to test positive during my vacation. But nobody expects this, especially when you get the vaccine, the 2 dose, or then you get the, what they call it, the booster and all of these things. But you still have to do this till your test come negative in order for you, before you can leave the country. Hey, Niagzad for Dubai. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are all appreciated. Okay, so okay. So now they are trying to tell us that before you leave on for any trip, especially international trip, they're asking us to invest in travel insurance. Then the hotel won't charge you $1,000 a day, because $1,000 a day time of 14 days quarantine, that's a $14,000 debt that you did not have. But you're going to incur this kind of expenses because you decided to say, okay, I have the vaccine, I can go there, and then you go and end up getting positive over there, because this is the things. Some of the airlines, they did not accommodate, and you are enclosed encounter. So the air is circulating inside the airplane. Some people, of course, you're going to take the mask off to eat, especially if it's such a long haul, 9 hours, you know, you're going to breathe. You're going to go to the restroom. Hey, Flourish and Reaction, welcome. You're going to go to the restroom. This is of the worst place to go, but you know, you need to use the bathroom for 9 hour or 12 hours flight. And when you get there, you take these things off, you're going to breathe. And maybe that's where they got it. And then when they enter that country, they tested positive. So they think he said, you never know what is going to happen. It is one thing to quarantine at a place where they are offering room on board. So the first thing is to ask of the hotel resort if it happened to you to be positive, are you going to spend more money? If there is accommodation in that hotel for just in case, as a client, you tested positive. If they offer room on board, and are they going to feed you? But if you already need a medical assistance, so the best way nowadays is to get health insurance, which I always do when I'm traveling by myself. I always buy a health insurance so that I can come back. Then I can pay extra $20 or $40 on my ticket, because if you don't do it this way, if you get sick abroad, it's going to cost you. You may file for bankruptcy, because some of the insurance that you have at your residence is not international. It may not work outside the country where you live. But when you travel, if you purchase And when you purchase, please read the fine print and ask a question saying, if something like that happened to me, are you going to take 100%? Are you able to fly me back? All of this. It's a quarantine is also where trip delay and travel insurance will come in handy. Trip delay travel insurance will reimburse you for a predestined amount each day that you are stuck away from home. So this is one of the best insurance. We call it trip delay insurance, travel insurance. So when you have it, they will fly you back. But while you are stuck somewhere, they take care of you. It does not help being stuck in a foreign land, but it does help just knowing that you are not just bleeding money, that you're not spending all your money. You also have to find out if your hotel have a quarantine policy. When you book a hotel, ask if they do have a quarantine policy. If for unknown reason, unfortunate reason, you get sick abroad. Yeah. So you have to find out when you book a hotel, if they do have a quarantine policy. Then the author, Adele, she's saying, also talking about the people that live in the USA, you have to research the CDC policy and your destination country quarantine procedure. Okay, so there is a visa story here. The guy say that the last property a client will be saying, and before they bought the plane home, to ask what happened if a guest test positive. So far, the answer is all over the map. People are not giving a correct answer because this is a lot of money. Some places are really great, and they say for a flat rate of $1,000 a day, if you test positive and you are outside your residence. You see, if $1,000 a day for 14 days is a heck of money. Some places say no, they don't. Some hotels say they don't have a quarantine arrangement in the hotel. So you have to stay in your room and pay full rate. Okay, so if you stay in your room and you pay full rate, it's going to totalize about $2,000 a night, $2,000 a night for 14 days. So you're going to end up having $30,000 in debt just because you can't come back home. So this is what, and they say this is not affordable to a lot of people. And nobody wants to get stuck in somebody else's country and saying you are positive and still you're not sick. So this is what is going on nowadays on. The only option might involve a government-sponsored quarantine facility. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money because that's one of the reasons why I decided not to travel this year. Even inside where I live here, I just put on hold all the ticket, and thank God I kept calling the airline. All my tickets are valid until the end of 2023. So I still have 2 more years to the end of 2023. And I hope to use them before the end of 2023, or I will lose everything that I invested in the ticket, because I am so scared of going somewhere. And then when you enter, they're going to tell you, they're going to put these long things in your nose. I have done it 5 times. I'm telling you, it's not pleasant. And I just don't want to do it no more. It's not pleasant. These things go till here. Yeah. So this is what is going on. So you have to check. And if you go into a resort, check before you book. Because if you stay quarantined, there is no food included. Some of the resorts said, if you choose the resort because a quarantine stay with food was included without an extra fees in the event the guest tested positive. And he said to consider medical evacuation. But in order for you to have the medical evacuation, it means that, you know, you pay the extra insurance money. And when you book, ALS Begin, welcome for coming back. Welcome. You are very much appreciated. They said they consider medical evac. Medical evac is when you buy your ticket, then you buy the insurance at the same time. If you're going for 1 month, I always buy for 2 months, even knowing that I'm just going for just 10 days, because you never know when you get sick. By the time they do everything, they think, but if you, the length of your stay, don't buy for 10 days, just buy for 2 months, at least you're covered. By the time they decided the paperwork and the whole 9 year, at least even if you run out of 1 month, you still have another month and you're still covered. So you can use this and come back. Then he said, okay, if you are like I would take high blood pressure med, they say pack extra medication, pack enough supply to last you well beyond your vacay and into quarantine. More blood pressure medication that is needed by enough to cover more than 10 days, even if you go for 10 days. Bring a supply for 1 month. Yeah, 10 days stay, bring a supply for 1 month. Then he said to bring a travel laundry kit, because people aren't going to wash your clothes because you tested positive, you see? They're not going to wash the hotel, will not wash your clothes. I'm telling you, you became the outcast. So when you became the outcast, you will have to do everything. So he said, slip a travel laundry kit into your bag just in case, okay? Otherwise, you will end up washing your clothes in the sink with a bar soap in your hotel room, okay? So you have to pack enough clothes, and you have to think like, you know, maybe when I get there, I'm going to catch these things, okay? It's a pack what you might need for a remote work and entertainment. Okay, so these people, they are big YouTubers, and this happened to them. They were thinking we're just going for 10 days and we will be back. So they didn't pack anything. Okay, you can be a big YouTuber, but if you don't do YouTube for the rest of your life, it's not your main income, and you still work, and then you're gone for 10 days, okay? You get stuck in a foreign place, right? So you have to think about working remote. By the time you contact your employer that I'm stuck in Africa, I can't come back, okay? Can I work remote? Yes, because life still goes on and you want to keep your job. So you have to think about all of this. So she's saying that you bring a couple of books, a laptop, or stock with movie, might become invaluable, okay? And then this is so important. Think about this. You pack your laptop, there are movies to entertain you. You can use it to work remotely, but you need to charge the computer, right? And I had a video about this. The chargers, okay, from one continent to another, is a bold game. It's not going to work. The plug is completely different. Okay. Hey, let's welcome with the music. Thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Janet said that she has no courage traveling alone now. Janet, you're not the only one. That's the reason why Aya is sitting here. Now, that's the reason why I took almost a month of doing LS because I was tired. And I'm like, okay, I need my Saturday to chill. You see, that's one of the things. That's the reason why, because you have to think about the unthinkable. So now she's saying you have to bring, okay, the chargers that work, international, what they call it, I forgot the name, and I have one that I put it on my video, okay, because the charger differ from each country. So don't forget that. But when they went there, this couple, they could not charge their computer. and they could not go out to buy a new one, and nobody was able to help them. So they sat and get bored. You sleep and then you look into the window. This is not fun. So they couldn't do anything. Okay. So, and then this, I did not thought about that one. It said carry an international calling card. Yes. So we have to buy a card like the old days where we bought card and then we can call home. So buy a calling card. So at least you can connect with people. Okay, as long as your computer is charged, your phone is charged, the iPad is charged, but if you cannot recharge them, they became obsolete. But if you have a calling card, you will use your calling card to contact people outside that country. Because then you cannot use WhatsApp. You cannot do FaceTime. There are so many things you can, because electricity is not running in your computer. The battery died because you didn't charge it. Okay? So the guys, guess what? When he was asking people to call, collect call, you know how much money he spent on phone? $5,600 for 14 days. $5,600 on top of the $30,000. So you're going to spend almost $50,000 for just 14 days. So you better stay home. No, I ain't say that. You stay home. Okay, it says stay home. So she said, think through all the possibility in advance. Yes. During this pandemic, there are so many things that we have to think through. She said, think through all the possibility in advance so you are not making decision on the fly. What will you do if your spouse tests positive but you don't? Are you going to leave her behind you? No. You are married for better and worse. So you're going to stay with her. Okay. Will only parents stay with the child, or will the whole family stay? This is a question to you guys. If you travel as a family and one of them tests positive, what will you do? Is the whole family is going to stay together, and or one family member will decide to stay with the child, and then the other that tests negative can fly back home? This is a dilemma. This is just a dilemma. So you say, will only one parent stay with the child, or will the whole family stay? And then this is the funny thing. Okay, new family here. Okay, let's welcome. You know what you have to do, and here everybody is organic. We will come back to you. Okay? Don't be scared. And trust me. Okay? And I'm very happy to have you. So do whatever you have to do. You know how it works. I don't have to tell you. And then we will come back to you. Okay? Don't be scared. Thank you. And you are very much appreciated. So she said she even, but this is the things, they went for honeymoon. Just got married and decided to go honeymoon into one country. They got there, the lady tested positive, and the husband, okay, so the husband did the right thing, is stay with her, and to be with her, and they stay there for 10 days. He says so much wahala host with this traveling. It is true, yeah. It is true. This is a very bad. I don't know how. Okay, Christiana said that this is very bad. I don't know how to answer the question. Yeah, you go on a honeymoon, and I'm not saying the country. I don't want no issue. Okay. So honeymoon, you just got married, lovey-dovey, okay? And the wife is the one who happened to. So the husband stay with her for 10 days. Then guess what? When she became negative, he tested positive. Okay. Florrie say this one a big trouble. It is even worse than a big trouble, okay? It is even worse than a big trouble, I'm telling you, yeah? So they stay in that country for 26 days. Yes, because when one was positive, the husband stayed with her, and vice versa. Then when she became negative, it was returned for the husband to become positive because he took care of her, and they couldn't do anything, so they were confined in a hotel room. Being confined in a hotel room, he's going to end up having it because it's a close encounter. So the husband end up having it, and they stay in that country for 26 days. They went only for 10 days, and they stay for a month, you see? So this is the new normal. Nowadays, when we travel, this is what we have to think about it, okay? Then she kept asking the question. She said, okay, what to do if you test positive and need quarantine? He said, be proactive about your own health. Your own health. If I have to return to work, I'm sorry, Oga. Janet, this one, oh, no, Aya is not supporting you. Come on, Janet. You marry for better and worse. You went on honeymoon. He is sick. You're going to leave it there and fly back for the on the sick name that you know you have to go back to work. That's the reason why the lady is telling her that because we have to buy international prepaid phone card nowadays. Because this is our new normal. You go on vacation, people are going to test you. When you enter the country, they will test you. So if your significant over tested positive, you're not going to drop him there and then say, oh, I don't know you no more. Ah, Janet, what kind of wife are you? When he come back, he's going to file for divorce. Janet, when he come back, he's going to drop you like a hot potato. Yes. You have to stay with him. And then if you bought your calling card, international calling card, and if your phone is charged, because you have the right accessories to charge your phone, we both can lose our job in this crisis. So that's why you have your international calling card, and then you call your company, and then you tell them this is what is happening. Yeah. And then they will keep your job. And the fact that you were one of the best employees in that company and you've been there for quite a while, and they know what is going on, you're not going to lose your job. And in fact, this has happened to where I work here. In the beginning of this issue, there were some of the African people that I work with. They decided to go home because they have death in the family. You guys know we are all African on this platform. You guys know how it works. One of them lost his brother. One of them lost his daddy, and they were waiting for him for the burial. And then the guy went. And then everybody closed their borders. The guy could not come back. That guy stayed home for 6 months. And he has been in the company for 20 years. He has never missed a day work. He was able to contact his manager that I know personally, And the manager told him that it's not his fault. If the borders are closed, there is no fly in, you cannot walk from Africa to here. So he stayed home for 6 months. Guess what? The manager, he got his paid for 6 months. The manager decided that he should use all his vacation time. He used all his vacation time, his sick time, every benefit that he has for time off. I think he has like for 3 months, everything was covered. The next 3 months, it did not cover it. Still, the manager asked him to file for something called FMLA, Family Leave of Absence, because that's a family issue. And the family leave of absence cover you for 6 months. 6 months, the first 3 months, you get a full salary. The next 3 months, you get 80% of your salary. Thank God, he did not lose anything. The brother was able to return back and get his job back. So this is one of the reasons why when you work somewhere, you do everything in your power to be one of the best employees. So at least if something like that happens, the managers can see it saying, no. This person is a good person. This is unfortunate. We all know it's a global issue. He can get his job back. He did not lose his work. The guy is still working. You see? That's it. He's still working. I saw him yesterday. We even joked yesterday. Okay? So that's it. But nowadays, because that's our new normal, everything we do, we have to think twice. And then we have to plan carefully. You cannot leave your significant over there. Okay, if you went for your daddy funeral and the borders are closed and there's no fly in. And then he even told me when he came back, he said in order for him to fly back, he had, because he bought this one of the cheap ticket, because he was thinking getting business done and come back. And hold on, guys. Alain, je te rappelle, Alain. Okay, that's my nephew. Sorry, guys. Calling auntie. That's another issue. Okay, guys. So the guy, he said that he bought a new ticket. He has to go to Saudi Arabia. From Saudi Arabia, he went to Canada. And then from Canada, he took the bus to go to New York. And then from New York, he paid another ticket to fly to Texas. But at least he still has a job. Yeah, because he's been in the company for more than 20 years to that hospital. Never miss and he's a good guy, very sweet guy. And in fact, he's from your country. Yeah, he's a very sweet guy, keep to himself, always does his work. And I'm telling you, his manager, she went full blown to protect him. That's it. She went full blown. She said, no. You cannot do anything to him. This is what we're going to plan. And then he was able to call and in contact. The lady was able to send him email, all the document that he has to sign for the FMLA, everything. He provided everything. And when he came back, the manager was elated. And when he came back, as soon as he told me that when he flew in, the next day he came to work, and then the manager gave him another 1 week to go home, relax with, she said, you stay home because of jet lag and everything that you went through, just to decompress, and then you come back to work. You see? Because God is going to look after you no matter what. He's going to always put somebody, if you do the right thing. Just do the right things. You will have somebody that, you know what, is going to back you up. Janet. Yeah, but because he did the right thing, Janet, when he works there for so long. Because this is we, and I'm talking about we Africans. Sometimes when we work for so long in a company, we take it for granted. And then we start slacking off. We start slacking off, not knowing what tomorrow has for us, not knowing. He been there more than 20 years. If he did slack off the last few years, that's what the manager is going to remember. She's not going to remember the over years that, he was on top of his game. But because he was consistent for the last 20 years, she did remember everything, and then she went full-blown support. And in fact, the manager, she's not white, she's an African-American. But this lady decided, she said, no, She said, I talked to him, and then she was sending email to the entire staff. And I got the email because we all work in the same things. Yeah, because if you work there, if you're consistent for 100 years, people will remember. But if you start slacking off, it's of the last year that you start slacking off that people will remember. They will not remember the 99 years. But if you still be consistent, they will remember you and they will back you up. They will back you up. And then when they see you in the hall of your job, they will pull you aside. I'm telling you, they will pull you aside and they will tell you, you think that they are not watching. People are watching you, the way you carry yourself. People are watching you. The managers are watching you. If you start changing because September, okay, August is here and September, you're going to have your eval and you want your 5%, which is the top increase. So that's why you change. They know. You will not get your 5%. I'm telling you. But if you're consistent, you will get your 5%. You don't have to be at work 15 minutes before time in September, because September, that's where everybody got their eval and your salary is going to change. But that brother was consistent for 20 years. So, and he didn't go home for vacation. He went because the poor guy lost his dad. And the manager knew, because there were proof of death certificate. She knew everything. When he got the phone call, he told her, this is what I'm going on in my life. Okay, you see, they just work for 2 years and yeah, people watch. I'm telling you, I'm not a manager. I'm in a group. My department, we are only 6. And the director of the department, when these things blew up in the hospital, and everybody that can work remote, they went to work remote. What I do require me to be on site. She called me and then she said, I know that you're scared and I'm scared for you. Think about a way, so I'm digressing. Think about a way that I can protect you and you can protect yourself. And then you come back to me. I said, okay. Out of the 6, 4 were working remote. She and I, we have to be on site. And we didn't know what we could do to protect ourselves. And we are all over 60. Okay? So it's our age group that were just flying off the shelves. I came home. I called my American Caucasian family because I could not think straight. I was so scared, honestly speaking. My American family, they told me, okay, this is what you have to propose because you cannot think straight. I told them, I said, I can't even think straight the solution. She said, propose not to face the patient. Work, you go to work and you stay in your office and you talk to them over the phone. Even though you will have the mask and the face shield and the whole mambo jumbo, you need to protect yourself. And also you need to make a living. Okay? You're so close to retire. You want one thing. This is not December 12, 2021. Okay, so this is what you have to do to get to December 12, 2021, when you get all the full-blown benefits, okay? Because that's what you're waiting for, right? I said, oh, so I went back, I went to her, and I told her. She said, okay, I was thinking the same thing, so this is the way we're going to do it. So for the past 2 years, we've been doing it that way. And she has my back. And anytime she sees me in the hall, she say, Aya, don't forget, I have your back. Don't forget, I have your back. Till the director of the hospital saw me, and then he's a Caucasian, pull me aside. He said, Aya, don't worry. You can stay as long as you want. You see? So I know that they see what you do. Then you have your back. If something happened, yeah. But you just work there and you start slacking off. No, I'm not doing this, and you start making noise as an immigrant. Because this is what we have to think. Number one, we are immigrant. Number two, even if you speak the language perfectly, you still have an accent. Number three, you're black. Number four, you are a female. You need to have these four things in your mind at the back. No matter, even if you have a degree or whatever and you're doing great, always work on a fine line. Work on a fine line. That's it. You have to know where you stay. That's it. There is this saying in my language that the people who have leper and then their fingers are cut up, they catch the roaches on their chest because you don't have finger to hold it. So you take your hands and then you hold it on here. That's what we have to do. Just don't go there because you are the city. No. You have to read the fine print. That's what I kept telling people when they ask me, Miss A, why? I say, no. I say, no. It's nice to be an American. Somebody became American citizen on Friday and he was so happy. And I said, no. I said, did you read the fine print? He said, what do you mean? I said, do you know that, you know what? If you go south, they take it off from your hand. No. He said, oh, really? I said, you did not read the fine print. I said, why you black, you African, you don't read the fine print? Read the fine print. They gave it to you, they take it back. You are not born here. Remember that. Okay. Yes, yeah. We know that I have become an Italian 99%, but they see me. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. But we don't think that way when we start acting, because you have the Burgundy passport, you have the little blue book. No, there are things that we cannot. No. I was born in Ivory Coast, grew up in Ivory Coast before coming here. I may have a degree because I went to school, okay. I may have a job, okay. But I knows where I could step. I will tell you nicely, but I will do my job. This is not my daddy plantation, okay? Yeah, it's not daddy plantation. Okay, so he said, okay. He said, get your travel document. I digress. So the guy was able to get his job. So he's happy, he's back. That's it. Okay. So now this is our new normal. We like it, we don't like it. We have to think outside the box when we travel. He said, get your travel document in order to leave for quarantine. Needed to get the clearance, all of these things. Remember the good memory of the tips. If you think quarantine will be painful, but a cool story to tell in an answer, then great, became comfortable. What with the what if and be safe on your next trip and have fun. That's because that is why I'm still managing my Nigerian even as okay, Janet, we cannot change, okay? Because we grew up there before we came here. The children that are born here, nobody can grab it from the hand. That's it. They will have to fight. That's all. Because discrimination exists everywhere, and because of the color of their skin, what they have the power of forcing these people to help them admire them by using the content of their brain. And there is a way of doing it. The way you're raising them, they know because among their peers, they can sense it. In the classroom, they can sense it. And they know they are walking the fine line. That's it. They are working the fine line. And then they're going to force these people to be their friend, true friend, to have their back because of the content of their brain. That's it. Because me, that's the way I function. That's the way I function. Use this. That's it. We are all smart and we can smell it 1,000 ways. We can just smell it. There will be, no matter what. But with God help, oh no. Yeah. There is nothing. We just have to be proud no matter where we come from. You think that Niger is bad? It's just because you don't watch you don't watch over news in other countries. If I tell you that as I'm talking in Ivory Coast, the next what they are promoting is rape, you will not believe it. Yes, rape. That's what they are promoting on TV. The president's son has his own channel, and on his channel, he brings people to demonstrate how you rape women. Yes. That's what is going on. You think Niger is the whole continent. It's not Niger alone. All of this, what you call it, kidnapping. Yes, you heard me. When I finish this, I'm going to send you videos. And you can click the language. Instead of in French, you can watch it. Yes, I'm telling you. And do you know that the president forced the parliament to vote, to legalize, sit, and I'm telling you, to legalize homosexuality. You heard it. To legalize homosexuality in Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, West Africa. Where are we going? And there is always the law. You are married. Your husband has a right to get a second. And you, as the first, you accept it or you move out. Became a law. As we speak, my niece is fighting for that. She's been married for 20 years. The guy decided that he need a second one because of that law. She should accept. Both of them are lawyers. My niece said no. The guy has decided to file for divorce. She said, okay, go ahead and file. But I am not moving. I'm sitting here. This is what is going on. It's not Niger alone. It's not Niger alone. It's everywhere. Francophone Africa is even worse. Yes, flourish and reaction. Auntie Aya is telling you like it is. It is so, so sad. It is so sad. Yes, it is very sad. Yeah. And this is a poor boy that came into our family. And we wash him, we clean him. And for me, I'm so happy that the parents are dead. my niece was in France. She went to France for 3 weeks. In fact, today, Saturday, she's already home. Yeah. Yeah. She returned today. Last Saturday, she called. She said, Auntie, I said, don't worry. This is somebody that we wash and then we clean. You guys, African, you understand. And today, they met in college. And the things, that's why I said I'm happy that the parents and the aunties, everybody is dead. Because if they were alive, it could have been painful for them. Because we knew his beginning and his end when she brought him. I was still home when she started dating. We were like, what? And finally, we were like, okay. She was like, he is a smart boy. He may come from a poor, but, and he was so sweet. Can't, well, as soon as they see you, Tata Clementine, Tata Clementine, Tata Clementine. Today, he is a college professor. He is in the government. He is like, I have made it. They signed the law for polygamy. I'm going for polygamy. I'm going for it. I don't like it. I'm telling you, this is no, no. It is sad. It's traumatic. It's a trauma, but you know, our cultures, no. No. And now, because we are pure Catholic in my family, that's why I said I even have one of my first cousins. She's a Mother Superior, and she's been a nun for 70 years, for 60 something years. 3 years ago, she celebrated 50 years, okay? And my niece, she go to church every single day. Now, he go and complain to to the Monsignor, telling the Monsignor that one of the priests is dating my niece. Look at that. It is so funny. She called me, she said, do you know the new things that he has found out? So I said, no. She said, okay. He went to talk, complain about to the Monsignor that one of the Monsignor priests date my niece, and the Monsignor was looking at him like, are you okay? She just come to church and then she go home. No priest. Yeah, this is what is going on. It's not Niger alone. It's not Niger alone. It's not Niger alone. You be sitting in your house, they come and knock at the door, you open the door, and then they say that we want to move you. Yeah, they come and clear your whole house, everything that you have in your house. Take it. If you refuse, they have the one who have the hand, they start shooting, and nothing is going to happen. You call the police tell you we don't have gas in the police car. Really? You think it's Niger alone? No, it's not Niger alone, it's everybody in Africa. The whole continent is just something else. It's just something else. Yeah. You take the plane, you land, they are standing at the airport watching the car that's going to come and bring you. They will follow you where you go. Back home nowadays, women don't wear jewelry. My nieces and nephews tell me, Tanti, we know you love to wear your little jewelry, but the day you come home, no more jewelry, because they can come and do, poof, it's gone. A snatching phone. You think it's Niger alone? No. Even I'm sitting here talking to you guys, my house. Thank God, at least I have the deed. Somebody was claiming that he purchased. I laugh, you know. I laugh because for me, and it was my niece. They said, thank God, you know, I have attorneys and everything. So she's the one who called me. She said, Auntie, somebody is claiming that your house, he bought it and he went to change the deed on his name. And somebody told him, have you seen the last name on this one? These people? You want issue. The lady that owned that one, and everybody knows you are not home. She's not here. But we cannot do this because of her last name. Because if we touch this, she's going to come. And the thing that they will do here, and my niece called me, she said, I said, let them try. I said, I have the original of the deed. I said, I bought this house in 1988. I paid it for 10 damn years. I have all the documents. And somebody going to say that the deed going to claim so they can issue a new deed. Okay, you think it's Niger alone? It's not because Miss Aya doesn't talk and she always laugh. Yeah? When I kept saying I need to go home, yes, that's the one of the meaning right there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Ivory Coast was one of the best countries on the face of the earth from 1960 to 1992. When the founder of the, I digress, when the founder of the country passed away, when he passed away, and this guy decided he's not even an Ivorian. They are not ridiculous. You know, it's a tribal, that's why I explained to my American family, Africa is a tribal continent. When I have nothing against the Muslim, because I have family members that converted into Islam, but these people is another ball game with them. And that guy is not even an Ivorian, was not born there, nothing. He came by force and by power, and the French people installed him at the head of the country since 95. And if you Google him, there is even saying, he said it, is there, it's on record. If I'm not president of this country, I will make it ungovernable. I will make it a hot potato. And it succeeded for the past 20 years. Since 1995 to today, it has become a hot potato in our hand. We have gone down the drain. There is no schooling, nothing, no money. Yes. And in France, the people that would do this is the people from North Africa. North Africa, you have Algerians, Tunisians, Moroccans, all of these people. Okay. The Algerians, there is an issue between them and France, because if you study the history of Africa, you will understand the war in Algeria in the 60s, okay? because I study all of this, so I understand. And because I've been to their country, when I'm in France, I'm really, really scared of the North African that live there, especially the North African that live there and have children, and the children are so disconnected with the culture. And because they are so maltreated, okay, they are less than human the way they treat it, okay? And these children, you have to be careful. Yeah, especially we are in October, okay? There is a group of them, they are like nomadic, that travel between France and Spain, and then from Spain they go to North Africa, because you know it's very close when you look at the map. When you see, we call them, their nickname is the Romas. You will meet them in the train, you will meet them in a bus, and if they say, give me the phone, you better give them the phone, or they will stab you. You're going to lose your life. It's up to you. Yeah, it is true what she told you, Flourish and Reaction. And right now they travel because they know that tourists are leaving and they won't have any money to prepare for Christmas. We are not thinking Christmas, we are in October, but these people are thinking Christmas and New Year already. So you have to be careful when you travel. Yeah, when you travel, you learn a lot. And because I love that, so I travel and I learn a lot. But you have to have your eyes around your head, and so you can sense it. And also as a female, your sixth sense will warn you. Okay? It will warn you. Yes, it will warn you. If your sixth sense don't make right, just don't go. Just don't go. Rely on it. Yeah, so this is what is going on back home, I'm telling you. Because the head of state set the tone of the country, okay? He set the tone of the country. But if he violate, you said I'm coming for 2 terms. You go and change the constitution without a referendum. You are 78 years old and you maintain yourself and you have your own army from Burkina Faso. The army, he has his own personal guerrilla army from Burkina Faso, from Mali, from Guinea. I'm telling you, no Ivorian are in this army, and they are armed to the teeth. I told you guys one time, roughly, that they burned my ancestral home. I think I sent the picture to Janet. Yeah, that's my ancestral home. They went and target my family because my family said, no, we are not going to vote for 3rd term. He said they want 2 term. We gave him 10 years, didn't do anything. We are not voting for him. Yes, November 2020. I sent you the picture, everything, and I have 4 family members that died in the fire. It's in the news. And do you know what he did? Come to my own town and offer her. You guys going to laugh because I laugh. $2,000. And we said, thank you. We don't want your $2,000. Keep it. Why? Why? You know, for me, I'm just laughing. You know, we don't need that. 4 family, 4 my cousin. Yes, I still have a video on my phone. Simply because my family and my town was created by my grandpa, my paternal. My town is my 2 family. I don't like to talk about my family, but for you to understand that it's not Niger alone, it's everywhere. My town, one side is my paternal side and the other side is my maternal side. So my front is burned, my back is burned. I just laugh. On my paternal side, I have 4 cousins that they were burned November 31st, 2020, simply because they refused to vote. These people came in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 a.m., put gasoline on every house, set it on fire. Yeah. We are in court, but the court, he owns the court. This is where we are. So it's not Nigeria alone. It's a universal things going on. You call somebody in any Francophone country. I had one of my best friends. She's from Togo. When I call her and then she start talking, she said, you know what, Lomé, it's not the Lomé that you know. It's not the Togo that you know, that you love so much. Okay, I have another one from Benin that used to be called the Dahomey. Okay. When I called them, Ade, when I say Ade was a claim. I say, how about Benjamin the market? You see? So, hey, Julie, you say welcome. So it's everywhere, girls. It's everywhere. Don't look at Nigeria, but still, that's where we come from, and we still be proud. That's it. Because hope is everything. For me, hope is everything. I'm not saying, oh, you don't have children, but guess what? I have sisters that have children, I have nieces, nephews, cousins, you know, the family. And I hope that even if it's worse on my time, the day I close my eyes and I'm not here, that is going to be better for the next generation. So we have to keep hope alive. Yes, so for him, so we say no, yeah. We say no. I don't go on to the, as you can see, when I do my live, have you seen an Ivorian coming here? No, I just don't join them because of my name. And when they see, that's the reason why I said I'm not changing this channel name. So when they see Chaco, everybody knows right away. Everybody know right away. Oh, them? Yes. So I just keep it there. That's it. Yeah. Anytime we go home, it's an issue, but I'm going. As soon as the plane land, yeah, we pull the passport. And then they say, Lechaco, they are always in a plane and they're coming with different passports. Ivorian, French, American. Yeah, the last time I was home, the guy was holding my American passport like a dear life. I just look at him. I did not say anything was going, turning, you know how it goes in Africa. And I stood there, didn't say a word for half an hour. Finally stamped it. And he said, welcome home. The only thing I said, merci. I pick up my passport. I came out. My nephew was, Auntie, what's going on? You stay for so long. I said, the guy was holding on to my passport because he was trying to start a problem. And I understand him. So I decided not to start an issue. So I just zipped my mouth and I stood there. That's it. Finally, it was when I use, and because of us, there is a new law. You use the American passport, you have to pay for a visa. And the visa is $150. So I get my visa, pay everything, and make sure all the document that is required, I have them to the dot, to the T. So when I enter the country, I don't want no issue. Nobody's going to tell me, oh, vous n'aviez pas fait le vaccin de ceci. No, 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 no. Everything. I work in a hospital, so I know the rules. So I zipped my mouth and I stood there, even though I'm tired, been traveling, for 2 days, but you're gonna stamp it. And then I will look at you with a smile. It's not Nigeria alone, it's the entire continent. So I love you guys. I know it's late where you are. We did the 1 hour, 20 minutes. It's too long. Okay, you have to go back to sleep, get your rest. The good Lord will see us through. Julie, welcome. Okay, so I love you guys. So good night. And then I see you next week. I don't take you for granted. Okay. Bye. God bless you all. Love you. I'm going to shut down the house. Bye-bye.